What up guys, Miguel here of YugaTech, and the Realme XT has officially launched in our Philippine shores. It's a mid-range smartphone with a 6.4-inch screen, a Snapdragon 712 chipset, and a 4000 mAh battery. The truth is, it has a lot of similarities with the Realme 5 Pro, with some slight differences and an increased price tag. Now, the question is, should you get the Realme XT or the Realme 5 Pro? Watch this video and find out. Like I mentioned earlier, the Realme XT has plenty of similarities to the Realme 5 Pro. It sports a dewdrop notch with a 6.4-inch screen size, which is 0.1 inches larger than the 5 Pro. The XT is protected with Gorilla Glass 5 instead of the Gorilla Glass 3 that's found on the Realme 5 Pro, and it already has a screen protector pre-installed because Realme is awesome and they care about their end users. It has a dual SIM card tray with dedicated microSD card slot on the left side along with the volume rocker. The power button can be found on the right. The buttons are firm, clicky, and quite tactile and easy to reach since they're placed at the center of the frame. Up top, we have a noise-cancelling mic for speakerphone, and situated at the bottom is the single downward-firing speaker, USB Type-C port, the noise-cancelling mic for regular calls, and a 3.5mm audio jack. At the back, we still have that protruding quad camera setup. Unlike the Realme 5 Pro, the XT doesn't sport a rear-mounted fingerprint scanner. It has a now more updated in-display one. It's responsive and accurate and works just like the other phones with the same kind of scanner. This back design is also quite different on the XT. What's cool about it is it has that effect that resembles light flowing instead of the diamond pattern on the 5 Pro. It also comes in two colors, pearl white and pearl blue. Build quality is awesome on this device. It's practically the best built Realme device we've had in the office, and we like that very much. It's excellent to grip thanks to those curved sides, and it has a plastic frame with a metallic finish but with a glass back, which as expected attracts a lot of fingerprints and smudges. Luckily, we get a clear case in the box, so if you are afraid of getting your phone all smudged up and fingerprints all over the back, we recommend you guys use that. For display, the Realme XT sports a 6.4-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display with a resolution of 2340 by 1080 and a pixel density of 403 pixels per inch. This time, instead of an IPS screen, we now have, like I said, a Super AMOLED panel. We like the quality better as blacks are deep and colors are punchy. Viewing angles are also great, and viewing under direct sunlight is also excellent on this device. The speaker's audio quality is decent, lows are weak, but the mids and highs are crisp. It can also get really loud, which is enough for watching videos on YouTube and Netflix. For software, we get Android 9 Pie out of the box skinned with ColorOS 6.0.1 on top. If you've ever handled an Oppo or Realme smartphone before, the experience is similar as they do share practically the same software with the same, title of the software, ColorOS. You'll get a simple and easy to navigate UI. Swipe up to launch the app drawer, swipe to the left to bring up Smart Assistant, and swipe down to reveal the shortcut keys and notification center. Realme's apps like the App Market, Phone Manager, Game Center, Theme Store, O-Roaming, and Game Space are also here. Inside the settings, you'll see Smart Services, Digital Wellbeing and Parental Controls, App Cloner, and App Split Screen. At the time of shooting this video, we have gotten the ColorOS update that gives us their dedicated UI night mode, and it is awesome. Here in the office, we really love dark mode, and this thing, the ColorOS dark mode is really good, if I might say so myself. Nice one, ColorOS. When it comes to pre-installed apps, we have Lazada, Opera, and WebNovel in addition to the usual Google apps. Storage-wise, we're getting 128 gigs with 114 gigs as usable, and it's great that Realme decided to keep the dedicated microSD card slot for extra storage. For performance, the Realme XT is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 712 chipset coupled with an Adreno 616 GPU and 8 gigs of RAM. That's the same hardware configuration as the top-of-the-line Realme 5 Pro, meaning we can expect the same level of performance. So far, the performance is excellent as regular tasks run smoothly. Games like Call of Duty Mobile, PUBG Mobile, and Mobile Legends are playable in high settings. And when playing these games, the back of the device can feel a little bit warm, but never to a point where it's too uncomfortable. If you guys are interested in benchmark scores, having them flash on screen now. For battery, there's a slight change when it comes to battery capacity. The Realme XT is powered by a 4000 mAh cell, which is 35 mAh shy compared to the Realme 5 Pro. However, we're getting better mileage as our video loop test got us 23 hours and 40 minutes of playback. It also gets us a day and a half with light to moderate use. Charging is handled by the 20-watt VOOC 3 charger and takes a little over an hour to get it from 0 to 100. For cameras, the Realme XT has a quad camera setup on the rear similar to the Realme 5 Pro. Instead of a 48-megapixel Sony IMX586 sensor, we get a 64-megapixel Samsung GW1 primary sensor. The rest is practically the same, so that includes a 8-megapixel ultrawide, a 2-megapixel portrait, and a 2-megapixel macro sensor. It has AI scene recognition, HDR, portrait mode, beautify, ultra 64-megapixel mode, panorama, manual, time-lapse, slow motion, and nightscape. Camera quality is good, especially in bright conditions. Images have plenty of details, good dynamic range, and accurate colors. Portrait mode looks nice as it can produce creamy backgrounds that almost look natural. The same quality can be observed with the selfie camera. In low light, the images produced start to get noisy and muddy. The only way to improve quality is by using nightscape mode. There's no OIS here, so electronic image stabilization is used to stabilize the photos. Some shakes can't be eliminated though, as observed in the light trails. Details also appear too soft, but the overall image and exposure is brighter and more balanced. As for the ultrawide and macro cameras, they're best used in bright conditions as images become muddy and peppered with noise in low light. When it comes to video recording, the Realme XT can shoot up to a resolution of 4K at 30 frames per second. There's no option to switch to the wide-angle lens while recording, which is a bit of a downer. The electronic image stabilization does kick in, but there are still shakes that are quite visible. Quality is good though, as the image does appear sharp with accurate colors, as you can see with our sample video. Now, after spending some time with the Realme XT, we're starting to see it as the upgraded version of the Realme 5 Pro. If you're wondering which one to get, well, that depends on your budget. The XT will set you guys back 16,990 pesos. And that makes it 3,000 pesos more expensive than the Realme 5 Pro. The Realme 5 Pro with the 8 plus 128 gig variant. And for that price, you will be getting a Realme device with a Super AMOLED display with Gorilla Glass 5 protection, compared to the Realme 5 Pro, a longer lasting battery life experience on the XT, a more polished set of cameras, and an in-display fingerprint scanner. Now, if you don't need any of those features, I think you guys are better off sticking to the Realme 5 Pro. But if your budget can afford it, we do recommend you getting the XT as it is the best Realme device you can get today in our local shores officially. So, what did you guys think of the Realme XT? Let us know in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smack that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit that bell icon so you get notified of future uploads. Be sure to visit YugaTech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Again, this has been Miguel, and I will see you in the next one.